Once upon a time, in a lush, green forest filled with chatter and the rustle of leaves, there lived a cheerful squirrel named Sammy. Sammy was known throughout the forest for his boundless energy and his never-ending quest for nuts. He spent his days scampering up and down trees, collecting as many nuts as he could find to store for the winter. However, one year, the summer was particularly hot and dry, causing the nuts to be scarce. Sammy grew worried as he watched his stash of winter food dwindle. It was during this time of anxiety that he crossed paths with Cora, a wily old crow who had lived in the forest many years and knew its secrets well. Cora, seeing an opportunity, offered Sammy a deal. "I know where there's a hidden stash of the biggest, juiciest nuts you've ever seen," she cawed, her eyes glinting with mischief. "I can share them with you, but only if you promise to give me something very special in return before the winter comes." Desperate and not thinking clearly, Sammy agreed. "I'll give you anything," he exclaimed. "Just show me where the nuts are." Cora led Sammy to the hidden stash, and true to her word, it was filled with nuts more bountiful than Sammy could have ever imagined. Delighted, Sammy thanked Cora and hurried home, his mind at ease about the coming winter. As the leaves began to change color, Cora came to collect her payment. Perched ominously on a branch outside Sammy's cozy tree hole, she demanded, "It's time to pay up, Sammy. I want your home." Sammy was shocked. "My home, but you never said." "I said something very special, and what's more special than a home?" Cora interrupted with a smirk. It was then Sammy realized Cora's plan to take over the forest tree by tree. Feeling betrayed and fearful for his home, Sammy sought the help of his friends. He explained Cora's trickery and how he had been foolish to trust her without understanding the real cost. The animals of the forest, understanding Sammy's plight, came together to form a plan. They decided to gather as many nuts as they could find from all over the forest. Working together, they collected enough nuts to fill several stashes. When Cora came to take Sammy's home, he stood bravely with his friends behind him. "Cora, I was foolish to agree to your terms without understanding them," Sammy said, his voice steady. "But the forest has taught me the value of community and trust. We have gathered nuts from all over, enough to pay my debt twice over." Cora, taken aback by the unity and generosity of the forest animals, realized the error of her ways. She had underestimated the power of friendship and community. With a heavy heart, she accepted the nuts and flew away, leaving Sammy and his home in peace. From that day on, Sammy was more careful with his promises and learned to value the trust and friendship of his fellow forest dwellers. The animals of the forest, in turn, learned the importance of standing together in the face of adversity. And as for Cora, she never again tried to take advantage of another's desperation, having learned that the bonds of friendship were more valuable than any home or stash of nuts. And so the forest remained a peaceful, happy place, where every creature, big or small, looked out for one another.